Hi friends, it's Deanna Williston with Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I'm here today. We're looking at Matthew chapter 20, verses 3 through 5. And this is the gospel. This is the good news, and let's listen to it. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Sume glorioso Deus, illumine tenebras cordis mehi, et da mihi fidem rectem. Spem certin et caritatem perfectum, Domini ut faciam tuum sanctum et verax mandatum. Amen. And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. And he said to them, Go you also into my vineyard, and I will give you what shall be just. And they went their way. And again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did in like manner. And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. And he said to them, Go you also into my vineyard, and I will give you what shall be just. And they went their way. And again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did in like manner. And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. And he said to them, Go you also into my vineyard, and I will give you what shall be just. And they went their way. And again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did in like manner. So the kingdom of heaven is like someone who continually goes out and seeks others. Continually, throughout the day, he'll go out and see people who are standing around and invite them in. But he invites them in to partake of the work, which I suppose is something interesting. It's not like he's just inviting you in to live in a lap of luxury. He doesn't say kingdom of heaven is nothing, or that it is mere idleness, because he's going out and seeing people who are idle and inviting them into the vineyard. And he's not inviting them into the vineyard just to like eat grapes all day, right? Or drink wine all day, but he is inviting them in to join into his work, his great work. It's interesting. I will give you what shall be just. There's a decent amount of trust in that, I think, sometimes. He's saying, I'll give you what's just. You just have to trust me. You're going to need to trust me. And there is a decent amount of trust in that in day laborers, people who live paycheck to paycheck. They live a life of trust and humility because they are seeking. If they are, he's offering an honest day's wage. And to go out and do it, he's offering an honest day's work for an honest day's wage. And there's a decent amount of trust involved in that. So many times we hear about workers who go out on trust, and then they find out later that like their employer knew that it was a dangerous situation or didn't have the proper training or the proper equipment. We hear of people who are not offered good work for just pay. And we have to acknowledge that that happens as well. And so you have to consider when you buy your things, do you buy expensive things for the brand name that's on it, or do you buy expensive things because of the quality of the materials? Do you buy expensive things because you know that they give a just wage to their workers and it's a healthy and good product? Very interesting when you look at the price of things. What are things worth to you? Here he's saying, and going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. And he said to them, Go you also into my vineyard, and I will give you what shall be just. And they went their way. And again he went out about the 6th and the 9th hour, and he did in like manner. And it doesn't say anywhere that he actually needed more laborers, or that he didn't think the laborers he had could do the work. It nowhere says that, and maybe we're supposed to assume that. Again, I don't know a lot about vineyards. But it's interesting that he's continually going out and he's seeing people idle. And it doesn't honestly say that he was going out seeking workers. It doesn't say that. It says, And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. So maybe he was going to the marketplace actually to buy something else. Maybe he was actually now going to buy something. And he sees the people who were standing there idle, and maybe he had mercy on them and thought, these are people who could use employment. I have things they could do, and I will offer it to them. Perhaps that's the thought behind that. Or does he go out looking to see if there are people who need employment? And so he offers it to them again out of the kindness of his heart. Why does he keep going out? The Bible doesn't tell us that, at least not yet. We're only in verse 5. But he keeps going out and inviting people in. Why does God keep going out and inviting others in? It doesn't say that the workers needed more help. He doesn't say that they were bad workers that he hired in the beginning. But he keeps going out and inviting more people in. Why? And he's always saying that, don't worry, I'll give you what is just. Trust me. It's interesting because we don't hear about, workers getting disgruntled and leaving or not trusting or saying it's a horrible place. We don't hear any of that. It's just a simple thing. And going out about the third hour, he saw others standing in the marketplace idle. And he said to them, go you also into my vineyard, and I will give you what shall be just. And they went their way, and he went out again about the 6th and the 9th hour, and did in like manner. It's interesting because in the laborers in the beginning, he promised them something specific. He promised them a penny. It almost sounds like he negotiated with them because he agreed with the laborers for a penny a day. So the ones in the beginning had a very specific promise of pay. And he went out the other times, and all he said was that it shall be just. That's definitely different. So the workers in the beginning were negotiating a price. Interesting. And the other ones were just promised a just price. There's definitely a different dynamic there. Is that the Old and the New Testament? I don't know. That's definitely something to ponder. So I'm going to let you go. This is, again, just my reflections. Whatever yours are, feel free to share them in the comments below. Perhaps you're someone who goes to a vineyard a lot and has a lot more information there than I do. I'll let you go with the blessing of Brother Leo. Benedicat tibi Dominus et custodiat te, ostendet Dominus faciam sum tibi, et misereatur tui. Convertet Dominus voltum sum ad te, et Dominus bonus det tibi pacem. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. God bless you, friends.